I'm OG, y'all new to the game.
Alright, so we're on our way to Super Cheap Auto to pick up an engine crane. So we're going to be pulling the engine out of my 180 to hopefully fix an oil leak that we think's coming from the sump.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure, but
we're like 90% it's coming from the sump. It's a bit hard to see because his car's low and
yeah,
like
yeah. I guess once we pull it out, we'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah. Part 2 of our road trippy type of thing. It's not very long road trip. It's like half hour, but we got the jack, which is there, and Brenden bought a drill as well. So we got a few things. We got some stuff to make brackets out of for Brendan's air filter and for my indicators because I'm not going to run a front bar on my 180. So we got a fair amount of stuff to do. Brendan's behind me right now. He's in the Corolla. He drove to mine and then we're going back to his now to work on his 180. So yeah. I guess we'll catch up when we get back to Brendan's and we'll go through all this shit that we picked up.
Alright, so this is what we've bought. It's a, what is it, 1,250 kilogram folding engine crane. So we'll put this together and then may or may not start lifting this out. We'll see how we go.
May as well. Probably get it up in the air and try and lift up the motor. And then, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll probably
got a few other things to do as well, so
get a bit better of a look to make sure it's actually coming from the sump before we take it off.
Yeah, that's true. We've still got this to fit as well. We've got a patch can instead of this filthy thing that's in there. Can't see it at all, it's alright. So yeah, we'll just put this together and we'll see how we go. Alright, so the crane's all set up. So that didn't take us too long.
No, like 20 minutes.
Yeah, if even.
Yeah.
It's all pretty simple. So we've got this like leveler thing with it as well, which I guess is just a good thing to have. It's pretty much free, so it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, if they're doing
but
a sale and you got this and
yeah,
leveler for like $300,
good deal.
So
But we'll probably won't bother using that. We're just going to lift it up from this little bit here because we don't need to actually take the engine out. We just got to get I think 8 centimeters more clearance or something to get the sump out. So that shouldn't take too long. Yeah, then we just got to start. No one's really too enthusiastic to start it at like 5 o'clock at night, but
yeah, on a Sunday.
On a Sunday afternoon, yeah. But oh well, we'll see how we go. Alright, so we have the car up in the air on the jack stands. So we'll be jacking it up from there. So we're just going around taking all the intercooler piping and intake and everything off. Then we'll undo the engine mounts and yeah, hopefully we can get enough clearance to get the sump on and off without having to take the engine completely out. Yeah, and save a lot of time.
As you can see, intake is out, so is the intercooler piping, just straight out the turbo to the intercooler. That's just sitting over here on the ground. Next up, we'll be taking the engine mounts out. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but what we're taking out is that bolt right there. Trying to get a bit of an angle. I don't know how you can see that, but that bolt there, and then we'll be able to lift the engine up, hopefully enough to get to the sump. So yeah, I think we'll take off this here as well. That's just more intercooler piping. I think we'll take it off of the throttle body here, just to give us that little bit extra room and won't look so messy. So yeah, we'll be back in a minute. Alright, so we got all of the intercooler piping that we're going to take off is now off. The lighting's so shit because we do everything at night time. Down here, you can't see it very well, but that there, you can see this on the engine mount. It's not even a little bit tight. It's
Just enough
just
to hold
sitting
it
there, yeah, not even. So I guess probably a good thing we had to do this anyway.
Yes.
Alright, we got the engine lifted up pretty much as we're going to get it. It's sitting off the mount, not a whole lot, but without taking the gearbox off and more stuff than what we've done, we're not going to get it any higher. So we'll get under it now and try and take this sump off, I guess. So now we're just draining the oil so that we can take the sump off without making an enormous mess. So yeah, we'll let that drain. Alright, lighting's still shit, but we'll fast forward this anyway. Time to take the actual sump off. Oh fuck. Alright, so now we're just taking this bit of bracing off that just connects the motor to the gearbox at the bottom end. So then we'll be able to see the sump a lot clearer down here, because I can't even get to the bolts that are here and here. So we'll get that off out of the way, then we'll drop the sump down, hopefully be able to get it out. I don't know, we'll find out.
Yeah.
This should be the last bolt for this side. There we go. It's one of them off. So you can actually see up into there a little bit. You can see where they have sealed it up. It's not leaking on this side. We think it's actually leaking out of the front here. I'll show you. So there's a lot of shit in the way. Alright, we think it's actually leaking out of there. So just where the crankshaft comes through the motor to the front, it has to have these two half moon shaped things on the front and the back. So we think that it's leaking out of the corners where it actually is meant to be sealing, because we had a bit of a look up there before and there wasn't even any like gasket sealer. I could see straight into it in there. So plus there's no rubber. There's meant to be like a rubber gasket that sits in on these half moons as well. This one doesn't have them. So we definitely think that's where it's leaking from and making like a stream of oil. So yeah, I guess get the other side off and then we'll get this sump off. Not too sure how well you can see, but the sump is now completely unbolted. It's just sitting there with the gasket goo holding it in, but when I was working on it the engine actually dropped a little bit, so I'm gonna go and just fix that real quick and then try and get this sump off. So yeah, well we didn't get the sump off. We fully unbolted it and unsealed it, like unseated it. It's just sitting in there. We're gonna have to drop like the cross member or something to get it, like the actual sump out. It's the weirdest shape. It's gonna be a bit hard. Yeah, a bit defeated at the moment. Spirits aren't very high. We've kind of found that there's also a lot of oil around the timing cover. I don't know how well you can see in there, but it also looks like there's a lot of oil around there. So we think maybe something behind the timing cover is leaking. I don't know, the sump might have not even been leaking, but we'll take the timing cover off while we have the sump off anyway, and the engine kind of jacked up a bit. We'll get it all off and have a proper look and all that. Brenden started getting his catch cans sorted out, like lengths and stuff sorted, but yeah, this is going to do it for tonight. We've got work tomorrow and stuff. We'll probably be back here tomorrow to do some more in this, but yeah, cheers, thanks for watching.